Hi guys, I trust that we are all well. Today I want to talk about taxation, and remember there are some changes that were done recently in regard to taxation. So what normally happens each and every time, of course, there are changes in terms of tax. You'll find that this will also affect those students who are doing taxation at any given point in time. Like these changes were done in 2023, and that is to say, students who will be doing taxation, any paper for tax that students will be doing from 2025, that is to say, you will be affected by this effect. So let me take you through, of course, some of these changes that were done. For some of you who are not aware, if you check this pay amendment, I'm just sharing my screen right away, believing that somehow visible to all of us. Yeah. So these were the amendments that, of course, were done just the other day. Amendments to pay computation pursuant to tax laws, that is Amendment Act 2024. So if at all you are to check this, you'll find that this specific area that I'll be of interest with for those students who are doing, of course, taxation from this year, 2025, we have number one, the aspect of mortgage interest. If you check mortgage initially, it was 300,000 per year. But with these amendments, you'll find that mortgage interest, it is not 300,000 now, but we're about 360,000. That is a rough figure of like 30,000 per month compared to previously, which we were charging, that was like 300 per annum. That would give us like 25,000 per month. So from now henceforth, if at all you'll be doing tax, when we are about computation maybe of employment income or anywhere where you're dealing with, of course, taxation of an individual, in the event that we do have a mortgage interest, mark that the contribution limit is up to, not the contribution limit, but the set limit of this is up to 360 compared to 300,000 that we used to talk about previously before this amendment. We have a contribution made to registered pension scheme. Before these amendments, you'll find that we are about 240,000 per month. That was 240,000 per year. That reflects to 20,000 per month. But with these new amendments, you should be familiar, or at this point, you should be having this knowledge that from now henceforth, anytime you'll be preparing your individual, of course, income, computation of taxation income, then note that the contribution to registered pension scheme has been amended from 240 to 360,000. So for those who are using the previous, of course, the previous notes, make sure that you check on your notes or you amend on your notes. And that's why I normally tend to say that taxation always has a lot of amendments, which you really need to be very keen with. If at all you're not, of course, if at all you're not keen, you might find yourself not getting it right, simply just because of what? Because of these few changes that you might not be familiar with. Talk about gains and profits from employment. Initially, of course, we used to have the value of a benefit, advantage, or facility granted in respect of employment, where the aggregate value is less than 60,000. Remember, we used to talk about 36, then you turn to 40, but right now we'll be talking about what? 60,000. So these are what you're talking about, the non-taxable benefits. Up to 60,000, that is non-taxable. Of course, in excess of that amount, that is when you can take what? To be a taxable benefit. That is in regard to the benefit that we normally enjoy from employment. We also have, of course, meals provided by an employer. Yeah, initially we used to talk about, of course, 3,000, but right now you're about what? 5,000 per month, which would translate to 60,000. So at any given point in time, whenever we're having a benefit in terms of meals provided to an employee, we must check the set limit. Okay, of course, I'll be guiding you more of this in class. So make sure if at all you've not joined our classes for tax, make sure that you join these classes. These are just some of the amendments that you should be very familiar with as you're starting this year. Okay. Then, of course, you read about the gratuity. Initially, of course, you used to talk about 300,000. And, of course, if it is lump sum, 600,000. But right now, you're about 360,000. So these are some of just the changes that were done the other day, of course, by Kenya Revenue Authority, which advise us that as we are planning to start taxation, make sure that you are familiar with these changes so that you should not be using the notes that are not updated. And I'll also take this chance to tell you guys that Rasa, we are here for you. Our classes, of course, will commence as from Monday, that is on 6th of January 2024. So if at all you've not booked your space, make sure that you book your space early in advance. You also have, of course, this other package which you can study at your own time. You don't need to join, or rather, you don't need to maybe attend these classes as per our timetable. This is purely a package that you can literally control your own timetable. For those who have not checked it out, make sure that you check it out, of course, on our platform. That is app.mdarasa.com. If at all you've not created your account, make sure that you go to your account, or you go to your, of course, browser right now. Just search app.mdarasa.com, and of course, you'll be set to go. So all you need to do is just to go and search app.mdarasa.com as it is displaying here. Fill in your details. If at all you don't have an account, you need to create an account. After you've created your account, of course, you'll be able to log in, and this will be the interface of the platform, which you can always maneuver through it. And I believe whatever that we provided there, including some of these updates that were just done the other day, you'll be very, very good to go. The phase is very user-friendly. You can come search, maybe you're doing CPA, just come search CPA there. You get started, of course. All these classes are there. And of course, you can go through them. Like what you're doing now is tax. This is the price that you're charging, and everything is automated, by the way. You don't need to call anyone after you made your payment. Everything is simply automated. Just follow the instruction. Once you follow the instruction, you just refresh. Everything is simply automated. You don't need to call anyone after you subscribe. So make sure you check it out. And at this point, I wish you all the best. And if at all you've not joined our classes, go ahead and, of course, subscribe to our classes. In the event that you're having any question, our numbers are still the same, 0708 068 851. Guys, wish you all the best. See you then. Bye-bye.